OBlock is one of the most known sets in Chicago. They have big artists like Chief Keef and King Von who put on for them all over the world, but they also roll deep with some of the most feared shooters in the city. In 2017, a respected member of OBlock named T. Roy was killed. His death made members of OBlock and 600 come together to form one of the deadliest cliques in Chicago history, known as the Get Back Gang. T. Roy was born and raised in OBlock and jumped off the porch at a young age. What turned him into a feared assassin was when his close friend Ode Perry got killed in 2011. Ode was from Wick City, which later became known as OBlock after his death. He was allegedly killed by K.I., a female shooter from STLEBT, as revenge for the death of a GD named Tucker. T. Roy and King Von were both close to Ode, and his death changed them forever. T. Roy allegedly caught his first body when he killed an STLEBT affiliate named Baby Document. Later, he allegedly killed another member of the same set named Boss Trell. The death of Boss Trell was a major loss for the GDs, and it made T. Roy one of their top targets. Over the next few years, T. Roy became known as one of the main shooters from OBlock. Some say he shot at more than 30 people and is responsible for at least 7 murders. But on February 15, 2017, his whoops caught him lacking, and he was allegedly killed by a man named TB from Taekwon World, a GD set that had long been beefing with OBlock. On the day he died, T. Roy was allegedly out looking for TB, but the tables turned after FBG Duck's brother FBG Brick allegedly spotted him and gave away his location. TB and his crew got the drop first, and T. Roy was killed before he could strike. T. Roy's death was a devastating loss for OBlock. He was one of their most respected members and most active shooters. After he died, his brother HK formed the Get Back Gang and sparked one of the most violent waves in the history of Chicago. King Von was locked up at the time, and losing T. Roy was like losing a brother. Von was focused only on revenge, and the whole city knew a war was coming. Booker from 600 put it bluntly when he tweeted that nobody knew the half of what was about to happen. The Get Back Gang made its presence known quickly. Their first alleged body was a man named Lil Ho from Jaro City. HK Gleesh and E-Dog caught him in Jaro territory and shot him without hesitation. Afterward, E-Dog tweeted that the summer of 2017 was about to be filled with Get Back activity. From there, bodies continued to drop. McAdoo and CapFCK12 from 600 allegedly killed Jamo from Mob, and HK earned the name Headshot King after allegedly killing a Taekwon World member named Poppy not long after they caught FBG Brick and his cousin Kobe Mack in SDLEBT territory. HK and others allegedly chased Brick down and killed him in broad daylight. The death of Brick was a huge moment of revenge for OBlock and 600, and the Get Back Gang made sure to mock him online. But the most personal revenge came when HK and his crew tracked down TB, the man who allegedly killed his brother. On September 26, 2017, TB was shot in the head and killed while another man with him was wounded. HK had finally avenged T. Roy. From then on, the Get Back Gang went on a spree. Whoops from Jaro City, STLEBT, Taekwon World, and Mob kept getting targeted. E-Dog and others even tweeted their moves ahead of time because they felt untouchable. By the end of 2017 and into 2018, OBlock and 600 seemed like they were running the city, but the cycle of violence did not stop. HK himself was eventually killed outside OBlock in late 2017, allegedly by Skinny Wooski and Lil Cho, who were determined to get revenge for their fallen homies. After HK died, his whoops celebrated online and mocked him just as he had mocked others. The Get Back Gang kept sliding. Can't Get Right from STLEBT was shot multiple times outside a store and killed. Later, Dusky from Mob was gunned down, but his set quickly retaliated by killing a 600 member named Waldo. The Get Back Gang even planned an ambush at Dusky's funeral where they tried to kill Wooski. Shots rang out in broad daylight, leaving 6 people injured, including Wooski, who was hit in the head but survived. That was the last major operation for the Get Back Gang. Many members kept moving in the streets, but the all-out war slowed down. In the years that followed, both sides suffered more heavy losses. In 2020, King Von was killed in Atlanta after a fight with Quando Rondo, which was the biggest loss OBlock had suffered in years. Just months before that, FBG Duck was killed in Chicago's Gold Coast after shooters opened fire on him in the middle of the day. In 2021, several OBlock members were charged for his murder in a federal RICO case. By then, many of the original Get Back members were either dead or locked up. Some affiliates still represent today, but it is not the same as 2017 and 2018 when OBlock and 600 moved like an army. In just 1 year, they allegedly caught 9 bodies while losing only 2 of their own which had never been seen before. But the mentality of constant revenge eventually caught up with them. Chicago remains one of the most violent cities in America, and the cycle of payback does not seem close to ending. Too many bodies have been dropped on both sides, and every death creates another reason for revenge. Unless something changes, it is only a matter of time before the next get back.